Hello, we have got 10 minutes of hamstring focused yoga exercises to work through now. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. Joints of the big toes together, heels slightly apart, zipping up through the thighs, rolling the shoulders up and back. Keep that tailbone tucking under instead of here, and bring the hands by the side. Inhale, bring the hands through the heart center and up. Gaze goes up towards the thumbs. Exhale, soften through the knees, bring the hands through the heart center, drop the head, bring the hands down to the floor. Don't worry about how bent the knees are, just working on getting that belly to thigh contact and hands down. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Maybe you come up to the fingertips or bring the hands to the shins. And again, the legs can still be bent if you need them. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Step the feet back, come into a plank. Dropping to the knees, keep the tailbone tucking under. Brush the elbows alongside the body as you lower all the way down. Come onto the tops of the feet, push through the hands, lift the knees, lift the hips, take the shoulders back. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, find your way into downward facing dog. And we start to pedal through the feet, bending one leg as we bend, as we push the opposite heel down towards the floor. Good. Have a quick look at my downward dog. If your hamstrings are tight, it might look a bit more like this with the legs bent. This is so much better than having the legs straight and being over here. So bend the knees as much as you need to and keep lifting the hips up and back. Taking a few moments here. And then gently walking the feet forwards, top of the mat, lengthening through the spine, feet together, and exhale, fold. Again, keep a bend in the knees as we relax the head down, over time working on lifting the hips up. Inhale, bringing the hands through the heart center all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, Samasthiti. One more. Inhale, hands up, look up. Exhale, folding forwards, bending the knees. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, walk the feet back. You can lower the knees as we lower Chaturanga. Inhale, forwards and up, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, you can just pedal the feet here if you want to, working into warming up the backs of the legs. Just take your time. Coming forwards to the top of the mat, you can walk the feet, lengthening through the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, bringing the hands through the heart center and up, and exhale, Samasthiti. Good. We're going to find our way down onto the floor, and then take the hips to the side, the legs come forwards. I've got a bolster there. You could use a rolled up towel maybe instead, but we're going to use that to help support underneath the legs so we can keep a bend in the knees. Flexing at the toes and then get the belly to thighs. So don't worry about how bent the knees are as you start this pose. Maybe we can grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet, or if you can't reach, use a strap. If you don't have a strap, use a dressing gown belt or something like that. Come across the feet here, and we're working into pulling the body forwards. So wherever you are, we have belly to thigh contact all the time. So important, making sure that we protect the lower back and we protect the hamstrings from injury. Working and spending time into this pose, and we keep pulling the head towards the toes. Maybe as we get a little bit further into this pose, you might decide that the towel is a bit too much or the bolster is a bit too high. Maybe you can go a little bit further. Again, the knees can still be bent, just working wherever is good for you. Every exhale, finding space. See if you can go a little bit further. Just a few more breaths here. And then we slowly release, make our way out of the posture. Bending through the right knee, bring the right knee out towards the side. The foot comes on the upper inner thigh. Now, if you have a big gap between your knee and the floor, then you can use a block underneath to help support this pose. As well, if you know you have really tight hamstrings, you already feel like you're going to fall back here, then bend this knee and it should help to feel a little bit more supported. Again, you can use your strap working into your forward fold from here, or hold on to the calf. Maybe we can reach the ankle or the foot. Eventually, over time, bringing that leg straight, but keep this foot flexed. So make sure you set up the posture correctly and work your way into it. Holding it for 5 breaths. See if you can find space going further, bringing your head a bit closer towards the toes. Holding it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up. And we're going to change the legs and do the other side. So straightening through your right leg, bending through your left, taking the left knee out towards the side, propping it up with a block if you need to, bending the right leg if we need to, using your strap, and we work our way into the pose. Holding it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly making your way back up to the center, and give the legs a shake if you need to. Next up, we've got a bonus core workout to get ourselves down to the floor. So extend both legs, flex through the toes, reach the arms forwards, and start to curve through the spine, slowly lowering down. And you might start to feel the body shaking, really feeling that core working. It's good, you're getting stronger. Until eventually, don't give up, we finally find our way down onto the mat. Bending at the knees, tuck the tailbone under. Get your strap ready, and we're making a loop with the strap like this. We're extending the right leg. You can bend the knee, and we take the loop around the foot. So from here, this may be enough for you. You might be really feeling the hamstring working here. So if this is enough, then just stay like this. Otherwise, we're working on extending that leg and then start to pull on the strap, bringing the foot closer towards the head. Now we want to keep the hips nice and square. So think about pulling the hip down this way instead of letting it come off somewhere like this. So I'm exaggerating that, but try to be aware of the alignment of the hips. Pulling this foot towards the head. If you feel comfortable to go further, you can extend the left leg as well and work into the pose from here. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, and exhale, release. Let's do the other side. Bending both knees, extending the left leg, bringing the foot off the floor. Again, bend the knee. Using our loop, getting hold of the foot and then starting to bring that leg towards us. Again, maybe over time we start to extend that leg and pull it towards us. Maybe over time we extend the right leg as well. Keeping the hips square. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab and release. Good. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Taking a few moments here, releasing any tension from the pose. And the last one, we have a lovely restorative pose, and you can use the wall. So we bring the hips nice and close as we can, sitting next to the wall, and then we lie on the back and we take the legs up the wall like this. You can bring a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly, and just enjoy as long as you want. Stay here. If you want to go into a hip opener as well and you have time, you can bend the knees, take the feet down and stay here. Or a final modification is to extend both legs. So you can switch this up day by day. You can switch it up for the final few moments of this session. So taking your time in the posture that feels the best for you. Closing the eyes. And then bending the knees in towards the chest. Coming onto the side of the body and then pushing yourself up to sit. So a very quick yoga session today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And at first the hamstrings can feel really tight, but over time you absolutely can improve the range of motion. So just stay with it and enjoy the process. Thank you so much.